Here we go. Barcelona are already planning for the future, and a major agreement has just been sealed. The Blaugrana have reached a full deal to sign highly rated Egyptian teenage striker Hamza Abdul Karim, with Fabrizio Romano's iconic, "Here we go," confirming everything is done. But that's not all. With Barcelona's Champions League route now clear, Liverpool are watching closely, PSG are circling Marcus Rashford after his stunning impact in Catalonia, and another Barcelona youngster has already slipped away to Paris. In this video we break down Abdelkarim's arrival, Rashford's uncertain future, PSG's transfer plans, and how Barcelona's Champions League ambitions could be shaped by these decisions. Stay tuned, because Barca's future is being decided right now. Subscribe for daily Barcelona news, transfer updates, and Champions League coverage. Here we go. Barcelona reach full agreement to sign highly rated teenage forward. Barcelona have taken an important step in strengthening their future by securing the arrival of highly rated Egyptian striker Hamza Abdul Karim. The deal has now moved into its final phase with all major hurdles cleared, allowing the club to finally push ahead after weeks of behind-the-scenes work. Transfer market specialist Fabrizio Romano provided the clearest possible confirmation of the move. In his trademark style, Romano announced, "Here we go," signaling that Barcelona have reached a full agreement with Al Ahly for the 18-year-old talent. The update confirms that the Catalan club and the Egyptian giants have agreed all terms, leaving only the final formalities. Abdul Karim will join Barcelona on a loan deal that includes a purchase option, and he is expected to be part of the Barca Athletic squad initially. Everything is resolved. There is also clarity on the financial side of the agreement, as Barcelona will not pay a loan fee for the striker, making it a low-risk move for the club. The option to buy has been set at no more than €3 million, although the total cost could rise to €5 million if certain performance-related conditions are met. The move had been delayed for weeks due to bureaucratic issues, mainly related to visa and work permit requirements. These complications prevented Abdul Karim from completing his switch at the end of December, despite Barcelona's interest being clear for some time. Those issues have now been fully resolved, paving the way for the player to travel to Spain. Abdul Karim is scheduled to fly to Barcelona on Saturday, which is today, where he will undergo his medical before the deal is made official. He has already said goodbye to his teammates at Al Ahly, which is a clear sign that his chapter in Egypt has come to an end. Al Ahly's director of football, Walid Salah Al-Din, had earlier confirmed the move publicly, further reinforcing that the agreement was only a matter of time. Once completed, Abdul Karim will make history by becoming the first Egyptian player to wear the Barcelona jersey. Liverpool Champions League route emerges as Barcelona threat looms. Liverpool will be keeping an eye on the Champions League playoff draw in Switzerland this morning. Resounding victory over Qarabag on Wednesday night ensured representatives of Liverpool didn't have to keep their Fridays free for a trip to Switzerland this morning for the Champions League playoff draw. But that doesn't mean the Reds won't be taking a keen interest in events from Nyon. Arne Slot's side secured a top 8 berth and direct qualification for the last 16, with teams placed between 9th and 24th in the 36-team table now having to negotiate a two-legged playoff round to join Liverpool, Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Tottenham Hotspur, Barcelona, Chelsea, Sporting Lisbon and Manchester City in the first knockout stage. Since the introduction of the revamped Champions League last season, UEFA use a predetermined route based on final league placing to decide the pairings for the final stages of the competition. Liverpool, by finishing third, are in the same pairing as fourth-placed Tottenham Hotspur. And they won't deviate from the path laid down for that bracket should they progress all the way to the final. It's why the Reds already know they will face one of Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Club Brugge or Galatasaray in the last 16, with those clubs having finished 13th, 14th, 19th and 20th in the table. Today's draw will determine the two playoff games involving the quartet, with Juventus and Atletico the seeded teams having finished highest. It won't be until the draw for the remainder of the competition, which takes place on Friday, February 27th, that Liverpool discover which of the winners they face in the last 16, with Tottenham facing the other team. Those ties will take place in the midweeks of March 10th and 11th and March 17th and 18th. But parts of the Reds' potential route to the showpiece in Budapest on May 30th are already assured. In a change to last season's Champions League, Liverpool will have home advantage in the second leg of both the round of 16 and a possible quarterfinal, but will be away in the second leg should they reach the semi-final. Arsenal and Bayern Munich, the top two in the Champions League table, are the only two teams who will have home advantage in the second leg throughout the knockout stage, although should they be eliminated it will be passed over to the team that beats them. PSG considers summer move for on-loan Barcelona forward with 21G per a report. Marcus Rashford has made a notable impact since joining FC Barcelona on loan from Manchester United in the summer. The 28-year-old forward has already been directly involved in 21 goals, scoring 9 and assisting 12 across all competitions. Rashford's contributions in the UEFA Champions League in particular have been crucial for Barca to secure a top-8 finish. Naturally, the Blaugrana are considering making his transfer permanent at the end of the season, although there is some reluctance to pay the €30 million fee that was agreed upon with Manchester United as part of the loan deal. PSG could swoop in for Rashford. Now, caught offside reports that PSG are considering making a move for Rashford if Barcelona opt against his permanent signing in the summer. As mentioned earlier, Barca are hesitant about paying the €30 million purchase clause amount and would seek alternatives such as a lower fee or an extension of a loan deal. Furthermore, Rashford will also need to sign a long-term contract with substantially reduced wages, given Barca's salary cap issues. This uncertainty could leave the door open for PSG to make a move for the 28-year-old Englishman, whom they rate highly. The reigning champions of France and Europe have had Rashford on their radar for a while now. They admire him as a versatile forward with experience at the highest level and a proven goal-scoring record. Rashford, for his part, has made it clear that he intends to stay at Barcelona beyond this season, and the Blaugrana too wish to keep hold of him. So, unless something drastic happens, PSG are unlikely to stand a chance and an agreement is expected to struck between Barca and Manchester United. PSG have secured young Dro Fernandez from FC Barcelona during the January transfer window. The deal took time to finalize because Spanish rules required the player to pay his €6 million release clause, which is subject to a 47% tax. The added expense led PSG to increase their offer, bringing the total transfer fee to around €7 million. Fernandez chose the Parisians despite more lucrative proposals from Manchester City, Chelsea, and Borussia Dortmund. Barcelona manager Hansi Flick had planned to make the youngster a key part of the squad, but Fernandez was convinced by Luis Enrique's assurance of more playing time in Paris and decided to make the move. Dro Fernandez transfer details emerge after Barcelona exit. Moreover, details of the youngster's arrival in Paris are beginning to emerge. According to Laurent Perrin, a journalist for Le Parisien, it was Luis Enrique who jumped at the chance to sign a player with huge potential for the future. Dro's arrival wasn't expected, but the opportunity came up and Luis Enrique seized it, because the young player, on whom Barca was counting heavily for the years ahead, seems to have enormous talent, Perrin noted during a Q&A session on Le Parisien's website, Hat Tip Le 10 Sport. But no other arrivals should be expected this winter. Luis Enrique is happy with his squad. Additionally, Perrin also confirms that Fernandez will be available for the Champions League playoffs. Yes, without a doubt. PSG can register 3 new players before February 5th, and these players can have played 1 or more Champions League matches with another club, which is the case for Dro Fernandez with Barca against Olympiacos on October 21st, Perrin added. So when you put everything together, Barcelona are clearly playing a long-term game. From securing Hamza Abdul Karim in a low-risk, high-upside deal, to navigating Rashford's future amid PSG interest, and preparing for a tough Champions League path, the coming weeks could define Barca's season. The talent pipeline is moving fast, Europe's biggest clubs are watching closely, and every decision now has massive consequences, both on and off the pitch. The question is, will Barcelona get everything right? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you trust Barca's project. Subscribe for non-stop Barcelona transfer news, PSG drama, and Champions League updates.